Okay, guys, we're back with part 2. We're finishing up our little comic on Quintet Walls. Almost ran out of time, but okay, guys. For most cases, you may only want to play no more than 2.
Yeah.
I would recommend 1. Now, if I'm playing Genesis, 2. And then there are some clans I wouldn't recommend playing them at all. I wouldn't recommend playing them in Shadow Paladins. I wouldn't recommend playing them in Aquaforce. Don't get me wrong, pick up an Aquaforce Quintet Wall. It looks like a baby Blue Eyes White Dragon. But,
I like that.
Anywho. Question number 7. If you could take the place of any Cardfight Vanguard character in the show, who would it be and why?
Haven't we already had
Well, yeah, but it was worded different. It's asking if you could literally step in and replace one of them.
Now, here's the problem. Would you be able to change the outcome of what's happened? Or would you have to follow through everything that's happened so far?
I honestly don't know. That's not in the question, so I guess it's dealer's choice.
Yeah, so like if you were to choose IG, for example, you got to be the hero for 3 seasons and then
just disappear.
You just disappear. That's not very fun. When you're Kai, you're the top boss for a while, and then you become an underdog, and then you go crazy
bad
for power. Go bad guy, and then you go, well, shucks, basically.
Well, I can definitely identify with Kai because I know what it feels like to be an outsider. I think everyone knows how to feel with Kai, so I'd have to say Kai for me, just simply because I think he reminds me the most of myself.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would probably say Aichi, honestly, because people can like you, they might not like you in the future, or might not even remember you, but you still gotta have that burning passion in you, still gotta try, and that's what I at least try to aim to do. Which, by the way, I've been awake for about 33 hours or so.
I'm about 40, insomnia.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But yeah. So
39 for me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Insomnia sucks, guys, or sleep deprivation.
Oh no, this isn't insomnia.
Okay, sleep deprivation.
We literally stood up because the shop was open.
We just hung out all night. Did D&D for 7 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And it was good.
Oh yeah.
Question 8: Your favorite outdoor activity? I think mine would be golf or grilling. I really like to grill.
Yeah, grilling's good.
I do like to play golf. It's the only downside is I play golf to go get stress out, but sometimes I actually take more stress on just by playing. Because I'll be honest, guys. I mean, if you could not videotape me and watch me play golf unless someone was sitting there with their hand on the bleep machine, hit the ball. You.
God, that's really hard for me.
What about you? What's your favorite outdoor activity?
Oh, me? Well, I like throwing a ball around, just catch, really. I just fun. It's just like a simple activity. It's just fun.
And then it's probably something outdoorsy since you're an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
I have to go between backpacking and kayaking.
Kayaking is fun. I've only been kayaking once. I've been tubing too. That was fun.
Yeah, that's pretty
Tubing's fun also. But I prefer kayaking.
Yep.
You can guide it a lot easier.
Yeah. Have you ever been in it and it tips on you?
No.
Oh, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at you.
Kayaks tend to be more stable than
tend to be. Question number 9: If you had to compare yourself to a TV show character, who would it be and why? He meant a real TV show with real people that's been on the air before.
That's kind of hard. There's a lot of characters in the world.
I would have to compare myself mostly to House from
I was thinking you were going to say that. Yeah.
Because I have a very, very dry sense of humor. I really, if I have a funny thought in my head, I really don't wait for the appropriate moment. I just kind of say it, let it flow. And what makes it funny is when you say it at the times when you don't think you would say it.
Right.
So I'd have to say House for me.
Yeah, I see one.
What about you?
Glendon, go ahead and do yours, because I'm still thinking.
I think I know Glendon's.
Enlighten me.
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Wow, that was hard.
No, that was,
But personally, I'd go with 11.
Don't blink.
I can see that.
He was the funnest one that I've seen so far.
Weeping Angels.
Just because Okay, so everybody has a doctor they can relate to. I mean, I'm not trying to make a Doctor Who-y right now, but my favorite is 9, which is Christopher Eccleston, and I think if anybody, I'll relate more to him than anybody.
Yeah, I think you could pass for him.
Yeah.
What,
Plus,
Tom Baker?
no, 9.
Oh,
9.
Eccleston.
He's always wearing the leather jacket on him, so.
Yep.
I want a 24-foot long, of varying shades of burgundy scarf.
I'll get right on that.
Wool scarf.
I'll get right on
That's
that.
very
I'll
specific,
go,
yeah.
I'll go killing some sheep tonight, and I'll get right on that.
Don't need that doctor.
They don't know what hit him tonight.
Question number 10. Something you wish Bushiroad would change about the sneak peeks. I want the mats to be bigger.
Yeah.
Why are they gotta be so freaking small? Make them big.
Honestly, I don't think I can really fit most of my stuff on those mats anyway. Like, on
They
the
can't
appropriate
fit
slots.
anybody.
I mean, I feel so squished.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. I mean, I like my cards splayed out and nice.
Oh yeah, same here.
Don't get me wrong, I still like to collect the mats.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one yet.
Well, eventually it will go.
That's how I felt at work today.
Eventually, once
really?
I have money.
I was by myself
Money, it's a
I
wonderful
literally
thing.
got paid today.
3:15 till 5 o'clock.
When you don't have it, you know everything you want.
During
When you
that
have it,
rush-
you don't know what to do with it.
During that midday rush,
Oh, my.
and kept on getting hit with carryouts.
Okay.
Oh, my.
We ran out of that bed.
All right, call Dr. Phil.
He's my second head now.
Oh, lucky us. Okay.
Jaden should give me his dark Dayusha.
No, I'm good. Question
I've
number
got perfect color.
Question number 11. Yes, I have a Dark Dayusha, 2 Tetra Drive, and a Colony Maker, and a Dice Shield from the sneak peek.
I have
You should
Leopold
give me-
reverse.
Yeah, because of me.
And you got your channel.
I have 2 Leopold reverses.
Keep in mind, guys, I finally had a good sneak peek for the first time in ever.
Yeah, you gave me yours for a potato.
Hey, shut
That's
up.
like
I was
the
hungry
best
and I haven't
tournament
eaten
ever
before.
for
All right, question number
Give me
11.
a break.
This is a question I'm asked quite a lot, and it's
Oh, yeah.
how do I know what clan to build, or which clan should I start with?
What visually appeals to you first off, but
Yeah.
but then afterwards you can look into the mechanics a little bit more.
Yeah,
Well, if you're Jaden, you just build everything.
well,
I mean that works too.
that works too, but
What
it,
deck has Jaden not built other than Nubatama? Actually, yeah, just Nubatama.
Mega Colony, because
Nubatama hasn't been out yet.
That's why I said
or Mega Colony. I don't play Mega Colony
you have the ability
because
to
I
order
have a
everything.
soul. Sorry, Glendon.
That's because he has a job.
It's fine.
I mean,
I've been around
Yeah.
too many
Um,
times.
I'll be able to finish
Well,
it.
that's a tough question. Which clan should you start with? Guys, 9 times out of 10, the clan that you should start with, you literally should just think, what do you like? You like dragons, knights,
exactly.
Yeah.
angels. I mean,
Don't
there's
be a
something.
meta warrior
There's something for everyone in Vanguard. That's
There
what's
is,
really nice.
yeah.
And once you have that deck mastered, you can go somewhere else, and then
Yeah.
go somewhere else, or you can build multiple decks at once. I do recommend though you get one deck built complete before you start building other decks.
Yeah.
That way you have one. And don't try and take on 6 decks at once trying to build them together because you'll never finish.
Yeah.
Keep yourself limited.
See, the way I built my decks was I got like all the cards together for one, and
But then
threw it together,
Yeah.
and then so I had that ready. Then I started building another one, and whenever I got new cards for this, I'd add them in if they were better.
yeah.
So I improved this one, but build this
Oh
one.
yeah. You
So I'd still have.
gotta start from somewhere. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
your,
it
your
starts somewhere.
first was Bermuda, right?
Yep. And
My first was Royal.
Neo Nectar.
Yep.
My first was Cogno.
Yep. So, and Landon's first was his right palm. So anyway,
Was that directed at me? I didn't hear.
love you, Landon.
Yeah.
We love you.
Jane. I'm very sorry.
Zane saying goodbye. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye, Sheree.
Okay. Anyway, back. Meanwhile, at Alien Games. So okay. Basically, guys, look at the clans, figure out what appeals to you the most, and go with your gut.
Yeah.
don't ask people or listen to what people tell you. You know, I mean, pick which clan you want to build and go from there.
Because honestly, Bushiroad's really good at finding out like what personality goes with what deck. You know?
Yeah. And they're very good at spacing out the support. So if your deck may not be one of the top tiers, it's going to get support soon.
Eventually.
Like Mega Colony, again, nobody really cared to
Set
dip
15.
for it.
Yes,
now,
set 15.
Now everybody's like, maybe we'll give it a chance.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe.
Just maybe. I want people to have a fair chance.
I think it'll be
Come on.
decent, at least.
Oh no, they're gonna be good. No.
Question number 12. Number one mistake
Really
you see
fantastic.
people making in Cardfight Vanguard who transition to it from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't think I've ever actually.
I think the easiest thing to point out is they try and apply Yu-Gi-Oh logic to it. You can't apply Yu-Gi-Oh logic to Vanguard. Here's why.
It's not the same game. First of all.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Once Upon a Midnight Run was a setup game. It was a game to see who could start setting their board up, getting the right combos off first. Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, all it is, and let's be real here, it is I drew better than you drew terrible, I win.
Pretty much.
Vanguard, it's more of a setup. I like the early stages of the game because
Me too.
it depicts everything.
Yeah.
So the number one mistake I see is people trying to apply their Yu-Gi-Oh logic in Vanguard. And I'm not saying I've never been guilty of it, because when I very first transitioned to Vanguard, back when all we had were 2 trial decks in set 1 and 2,
The dark days.
I tried to do that, and I found out very quickly you can't do that. You know, Vanguard demands its own respect, it demands its own gameplay, and it certainly earns it, because it's a lot. If I could, like I said last week, if I could compare Vanguard to a game, it'd be like chess.
Yeah.
It's a battle of the minds.
Yeah, and we definitely didn't have a card game to compare it to, because really it is a very unique game. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Like even every single card in this game makes you feel like you have a fighting chance at anything. Even a trigger will say something like, every card is like its own boss, basically. It'll just say like, yeah, you know I'm the best, so that's why I'm on the field. And it's like, you're a grade 1.
Except for the basics. They tend to teach you about the clan.
Yeah, the vanillas usually say, oh, these are
Well,
what
which
they're
I
known for.
personally like.
I do too, because
Well, see, and here's an example of the Yu-Gi-Oh logic people try to apply. Well, in Yu-Gi-Oh, the higher level of the monster, the better the effects and the more attack power. Generally.
yeah.
In Vanguard, people are like, oh, that's a grade 1. It must be terrible.
Not necessarily.
Every unit is important.
Every card out in Vanguard has its purpose. You just gotta find it.
Right.
So don't ever shoot down a deck just because you don't understand it or a card.
Right.
Number 13. If you could be any supernatural creature, what would you be?
Like supernatural how?
Like vampire, unicorn.
I'd be Michael Myers. He's
You're not-
supernatural.
You're not tall.
I don't give a
I could be
shit.
Scarecrow from
That's why it's
Supernatural.
amazing.
The pagan Scarecrow.
I'd like to. I could dig being a werewolf. I
I
really
think
could.
werewolves would be cool.
Because only a silver bullet can kill you.
Right. For me, it'd either be vampire, of course, or my favorite mythological creature, the Leviathan.
Mine's kind of
Leviathan would be fun too.
I wonder where you got vampire from.
Do you watch Twilight?
Okay.
Not Twilight vampires. They are fairies.
They are fairies.
No
yes.
offense,
Yeah.
but
Yes, they are.
vampires
We're
don't
talking
sparkle.
about Bram Stoker's original lore from Dracula.
Yes.
And Vlad
Birds and
Tepes.
dogs.
the
I mean, I
Impaler.
wouldn't mind being that kind of a vampire.
Me too.
You know, I can see like Blade being a logical addition, like the Daywalker, because eventually they would evolve.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're gonna jump over the next part. We'll continue.
Yeah, I'd
this.
probably be a vampire or a shapeshifter.
We'll continue this
That'd be
one.
cool,
We'll
too.
continue this over on the next one. So be
Yeah.
sure to check it out.